parang mistakes sa implementation, he did it for me. So yung mga back job na dapat ginawa kung sino man ang naggawa no na biniding naman yan ng DOTR at ang CAAP will be done. So complete staff work, a proactive attitude, attention to details. That's very important. Feedback mechanism. And the job is not done until it is done. So I'm saying this also to pressure you and your team. While there are follow-ups and feedback, we appreciate that, to ensure that the runway, which needs to be extended, and there's no problem because there's funding for this year, which I place as my amendment, individual amendment for the GAA 2025. It is just a matter of asking those implementers to speed it up. So if a province that has been isolated for so long because of deprivation from national government funds can actually be helped. And that was within two administrations, Duterte administration 2016, the Marcos administration, among 2 or 3 cabinet secretaries. But I would like to express my appreciation for finding time to visit us, and not just to visit, but to bring his competent team and to give us feedback on the visits we made and to ensure that it is completed in due time. This is servicing the more than 500,000 population, and not just that, but all the others from the island of Panay. So from the people of Antique and from the island of Panay, to which our Minority Leader Senator Ontiveros is also from, thank you very much. We look forward to the improvement of the airport this year, and also the Philippine Ports Authority port in the capital town of San Jose. 2016, yung kay Senator Subiri 2017, ang bagal na mga airport. The commitment, I would like to hear from you and from your team. We are fortunate that we've been senators for so long and help our regions and our province. Paano na pag wala naman representante, paano na? So siguro naman ang pagbabago na dapat gawin natin para sa ating bansa at sa lahat ng kabinete, lahat ng mga kawani ng gobyerno, wag nating paintayin ang mga kababayan natin, ang taong bayan sa isang dekada ng paglilingkod na napakabagal mag-implement ang mga ilan na ahensya ng gobyerno. Having said that, thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to Congressman El Rey for yielding the time.
Madam Chair, thank you very much. And just for the information, ma'am, Senator Lauren, thank you very much. And just for your information po, I was just informed by CAAP that based on our visit last April, we are happy to report po that by July, we will already be moving to the new terminal already. So operational na po tayo dun sa bagong terminal by next month. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Lauren Legarda, Secretary.
Yeah, Madam Chair, just to add on the input of Senator Migs, you know, it's really quite frustrating that Malaysia has 38 million foreign tourists a year, Thailand has 35 million, and we have less than 6 million. Whereas whatever they have, we have, and we have more. The only thing they have, for example, lahat ng meron sa Malaysia, meron tayo mas maganda, no? What they have is a seamless connectivity transport. So I really feel that if we want to boost our tourism numbers, arrivals, it's really dependent on the DOTR. Because kung ako nga ang magsasuggest, dapat ang Department of Transportation and Tourism. Why? The first experience a tourist experience when they go to a country is the airport. Pagpasok niyan, at mabaho ang CR, it's really a bad reputation. And the first and last sa airport pag dumating sa airport at mahabang pila, 2 oras bago maka-check-in, apektado. Sayang yung good experience nila. So what I'm saying is just to add, if you want to add our tourist arrivals, it's incumbent upon the DOTR to, you know, improve the airports, not only in Manila, but Antique, in Camsur, all over. If, Sec Vince, if you under your term, if you finish the Naga Airport, we can commit over 1 million foreign tourist arrivals. Madali lang po yan. Because, you know, that the job of the Department of Tourism is only promotions. But the infrastructure and connectivity rests upon the DOTR. So we hope, under your leadership, it's not only connectivity, transport, but the tourism numbers will eventually follow. Salamat.
Thank you very much.
Makakaasa po kayo, Madam Chair, Majority Leader.
Thank you very much to both gentlemen. We'd like to reiterate the line of questioning. We will proceed now with Congressman Virgil Lacson of Manila Teachers, then Senator Bato, then Congressman Marino, and then Kong Roy Loyola. Kong Virgil, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning to our colleagues, guests, and fellow servant. Good morning, Secretary Beans. Well, first, I'd like to commend you for, I think, up to now, having a good job, especially in agreeing with the President BBM for the delay on the EDSA rehabilitation. I think it's just proper to think about it because, EDSA is it entails a lot of problem up to now. It's been a perennial problem for Metro Manilans, especially we know that Manila or NCR contributes has the biggest GDP contribution on the entire Philippines. And it said that at least 3 billion are lost daily because of this traffic. Okay. But one thing that I noticed is before we made this EDSA bus carousel. My just observation with this project is that the EDSA carousel, the one lane is being underutilized. I think that's my impression about it. The only thing that solved this is the traffic that caused by the buses that has been waiting for passengers or trying to stop in the middle of the road. That has improved a lot because you cannot stop on the bus lane because of the cement barrier. But it also causes another problem. Many motorists hit this barrier and it also takes a lot of space. See? So I think we have to rethink again how we can improve the mechanism, how to use this road. No, because I live in Makati and it took me a lot of time. I know the traffic is just from the Magallanes up to, I think it's on Ortigas. After that, it's clear. So this is the section that we think, we have to rethink again what we should do. I was just expressing this with Peter because I know you are very hands-on on how you think and you really dedicate yourself in solving problems. I really think, and I think the person who can solve this problem will be a hero to all the the Metro Manilan resident. So that's just one thing. I think if you have something in mind, because during my travels or other countries, I can see the train that it's on the roadside, or like in California, they have buses that's been used, like the one that has an electrified line in California, but it did not impede any traffic because they share the road as long as there is discipline with the motorists. And that's one thing. And another thing is, what will we do with the discipline of the motorists, especially the motorcycles? As if they have no discipline now. Everywhere they go, uh,